There was a point where I felt stuck. Every day felt the same. Wake up late, scroll on my phone for hours, barely get anything done, sleep at 3 a.m., repeat. I wasn't exactly miserable, but I wasn't doing anything that actually made me proud. It wasn't until I got tired of my own routine that I decided to fix things little by little. I didn't have some big life change overnight. I just started trying out new habits. And honestly, some of them changed everything for me. The first habit was waking up early. I used to laugh at people who said it changed their life, until I actually did it. I started waking up at 6 a.m., and at first it sucked, but after a few days, I realized how quiet and peaceful the mornings were. No distractions, no notifications, no noise, just me. I used that time to think, plan, and sometimes just breathe. It made my whole day feel calmer. Next was writing things down. I started keeping a journal, not the Dear Diary type, just a notebook where I'd brain dump everything in my head. Thoughts, goals, frustrations, ideas. It helped me clear my mind and stop overthinking everything. When you write things down, they stop spinning in your head. It made me feel less anxious and more in control. I also stopped multitasking. I used to juggle 5 things at once. Music playing, messages popping up, trying to study or work. It felt productive, but it wasn't. I was just constantly distracted. So I made it a habit to focus on one thing at a time. When I study, I just study. When I'm resting, I fully rest. My productivity actually doubled when I slowed down and focused. One of the biggest habits that changed me, though, was learning to say no. I used to feel bad turning people down. I'd overcommit to things I didn't even want to do. But I realized every time I said yes to something I didn't want, I was saying no to myself. Now, I only say yes when I actually mean it. It gave me more time, more energy, and more peace. Another huge one was limiting social media. I didn't quit completely, but I unfollowed people who made me feel like I wasn't enough, and I started putting time limits on my apps. I had to be real with myself. Most of the time I was scrolling, I wasn't learning or growing. I was just wasting hours comparing my life to someone else's. Once I reduced my screen time, I felt lighter. I had more time to actually live my life instead of just watching other people live theirs. Reading became one of my favorite habits too. I used to hate reading, but when I found the right kind of books, self-growth, mindset, creativity, it actually felt like my brain was leveling up. Even reading 10 pages a day gave me new perspectives I never would have gotten from just social media or TV. It was like feeding my mind instead of just numbing it. And finally, I started moving more. Not intense workouts or anything, just daily walks, stretching, or short exercises at home. When I started treating my body better, my mind followed. My energy got better, I slept better, and I actually felt good in my own skin. All these habits didn't magically fix my life, but they gave me clarity. They gave me a sense of control. They helped me stop living on autopilot. I still mess up, I still have lazy days, but now I bounce back faster. I know what works for me, and honestly, that's all any of us can do. Figure out what habits help us become who we actually want to be, then stick with them. Because the truth is, the small things you do every day, that's what builds your life. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start small, stay consistent, and watch how things begin to shift.